All right, then let's talk about Semenyo and Guehi, because I think these two signings for Liverpool absolutely essential going into the January transfer market. Guehi, obviously the player that we clearly need, that we haven't got at the minute. I mean, he would absolutely slot in next to Van Dijk instead of Konaté. He probably would have done it if we'd signed him in the summer. The deal almost went through, and then Crystal Palace pulled the plug at the last minute. I think Guehi still wants to come. It looks like we might have to pay over the odds for him now, especially because it looks like we're quite desperate for a centre-back, considering how poor our centre-backs are performing at the minute. And also Semenyo, I'd consider him the Diaz replacement that we never got. Obviously, the tragedy with Jota left us a player down in this position as well. And I think Slot's also mentioned in some of his interviews recently that he wants 6 attacking options and he's only got 5 at the minute, which I think is fair. And I think, to be honest, Semenyo also looking like a pretty nailed-on transfer at the minute. Lots of people talking about it. Lots of the big journalists talking about it as well. And I think he'd also be a bit of a breath of fresh air for this team right now, which is just looking like it's lacking a little bit of that oomph and a little bit of that person that's going to take the game by the scruff of the neck and really just go, I'm going to implant my own idea on this game rather than just letting it pass me by, which really happened in that Forest game, I think, for a lot of Liverpool players. Played really well for the first 30 minutes. Created about 15 opportunities, didn't score, and then got sucker punched. And then after that, never looked like really getting back into the game. I think we could do with a player like that. Semenyo looks like the kind of player who could definitely create chances out of nothing. And he could also supply Isak with a bit more of those balls that he needs in behind. Because Salah and Gakpo are not providing the right kind of service for Isak, and he's really struggling to get any kind of chances, to be honest. An absolutely fantastic footballer, but clearly not getting the service that he needs to actually be performing. And to be honest, I feel quite sorry for him at the minute, really not just getting any of the chances that he needs really to be scoring goals. An absolutely fantastic finisher who's just not getting the service that he needs. I think these two signings for Liverpool are absolutely essential. I think we need 2 centre-backs, if I'm being honest. Guehi at the very least needs to come in, because Konaté is so bad at the minute, he might as well not be playing. I think we'd be better playing with 10 men and playing like anyone else at centre-back. Gravenberch at centre-back played a bit better than Konaté did, if I'm being honest. Overall, it's really not good, is it, at Liverpool at the minute? It's really not good. I mean, Konaté is just... I've been saying it all season, he gives away a goal a game. And when you're starting every game essentially from 1-0 down, because Konaté will give them a goal essentially for making some kind of horrific mistake, it just leaves you open to... when your team is not in good confidence as well, when you won't go 1-0 down and just don't look like getting back into the game, it's really difficult to win football matches. At the start of the season, we were winning games by 1 goal or losing them by 1 goal, but we've started losing by bigger margins at the minute, and we just don't look like we have any chance of getting back into games either. And right now, I think we really need to be signing 2 centre-backs so we can get more rigidity at the back. Playing Szoboszlai at right back does not work. I don't know why we're not playing Calvin Ramsey there. When he was on the bench, he was available to play. He should have just played there. He played really well against Palace in the Cup. And he should have just played a right back at right back and played Szoboszlai in the 10, because you just have to play... You have to play players in their positions. When you start playing players out of positions, things start going wrong very quickly. And you can see that getting exposed time and again, especially with Salah not dropping back in and helping defensively. That right side of our defence basically didn't exist against Forest, and they exploited it beautifully time and again, as you would expect. So overall, a lot of things that need to be done at Liverpool. Just a little update from me to say I think we definitely need to have Guehi and Semenyo in January, because we need some kind of attacking reinforcement, in my opinion, to get all these amazing players that we've got ticking. Because right now they're not clicking for whatever reason. And we still need to replace Diaz, who we never replaced in the summer. Obviously Wirtz, you could say, potentially could be a replacement for him playing on the left, but overall I think Semenyo would be a great addition to the front line and definitely give us something a bit different that we're lacking. And we definitely need a centre-back to replace Konaté, because it looks like he's going to be going in the summer. He might even go in January if we can get a fee for him. He just looks like he's gone, doesn't it, to be honest? His mentality's all gone. It's all wrong. He keeps making mistakes every single game. He looks distracted. He looks just well out of sorts. And if we had Leone, he would definitely be benched for him. Unfortunately, he got the ACL, which is absolutely horrific and so unfortunate, because he definitely would have been playing by now. To be honest, I think we need 2 centre-backs, Guehi and someone else, because we've only got Van Dijk, Gomez and Konaté. And Gomez, he obviously doesn't trust to play because he keeps saying he's always injured, so we're managing his minutes, so he doesn't trust him to actually play. Konaté can't be trusted to play, so we've only got Van Dijk, who's the senior centre-back. Leone's got an ACL, so we need 2 centre-backs, basically. We need one for Konaté, and then we need one for cover in case one of them gets injured. So we're in a bit of a predicament right now. Suffering in the right-back position as well. Frimpong and Bradley both injured as well. So suffering all over the pitch in that defensive department, especially that right side of the defence really struggling at the minute for consistency. Bradley played really well for his international team and then got injured, of course he did. So it's really there's a bit of a fluctuation right now at Liverpool, and I think we really need to be signing new players in January to be covering these positions. We've needed a new centre-back for like 5 years. I don't know why we haven't done it. We obviously got Leone and he instantly got injured, but he was only at like an 18-year-old. We need 2 new centre-backs and we need Semenyo to freshen up the attack, because right now the attack is not functioning. What do you think, guys? Let me know down below your thoughts on this. Do you think Liverpool are going to sign some players in January? Do you think Konaté's already in Real Madrid? Let me know down below. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.